I've been living in Bloomington for at least the last 7 years. I started my business in Bloomington. I actively am here all the damn time. Here's the problem. We got a white supremacist at the farmer's market as a vendor. So the Indiana Daily Student made an article called Growing Hate. And I want to quote some of what was said in this article. Bloomington Farmers Market has been a touchstone of the community for years, but over the past week it's become the center of a fierce debate about white supremacy and freedom of speech. On June 4th, IU PhD student Abby Ang submitted a letter with more than 200 co-signers demanding the removal of a vendor named Schooner Creek Farm from the Bloomington Farmers Market. The letter claimed owners of the farm, Sarah Dye and Douglas Mackey, are members of Identity Europa, a white nationalist group. The Southern Poverty Law Center classifies Identity Europa as a hate group. The group posted flyers in 2017 on the office doors of faculty members of color in IU's Maury School of Law and Ballantyne Hall. Ang presented messages found in white supremacist chat rooms. She and other claims were posted by Dye under the name Volk Mom. She also linked to FBI testimony from Nolan Brewer, who will serve 3 years in federal prison after vandalizing a Carmel, Indiana synagogue.
The FBI and Carmel police have been working this case for more than 2 weeks now and just made 2 arrests. They charged 20-year-old Nolan Brewer of Cloverdale with conspiracy to violate civil rights. Investigators say he and another person spray-painted Nazi flags and iron crosses outside the synagogue. According to court documents, Brewer admitted to targeting the building because he said it was, quote, full of ethnic Jews.
Brewer identified Volkmom as a woman named Sarah and said he had met her and her husband Douglas through Identity Europa. That couple was the same couple running Schooner Creek Farm, Ang said.
If we poison our children with hatred, then the hard life is all that we know. And there ain't no place in this world for these kids to go. It's a hard life wherever you go. It's a hard life wherever you go. It's a hard life wherever you go.
Well, I feel like the farmers market, the whole point of the farmers market is for it to be about community and the community coming together and being able to be united and allow people to grow and flourish and have businesses and interact and buy local. So when we have people in the community who are disruptive and don't approve of certain people that are part of the community, it is hard for us to want to keep coming out to these things. It's hard for us to want to feel like we're welcomed in this space, to feel like we're part of this community and not just someone who's kind of like an outsider, like someone who's a bystander kind of like looking in. So having people who make us feel welcome here is really important to me. Having people who side with us when we don't feel welcome is really important to me. And I feel like the farmers market is just needs to keep doing that, keep showing us that they care, keep showing us that hate does not have any place here in Bloomington, especially not when we're trying to build a community who's united.
I feel like, given this day and age, people around our age, especially, people of our age who are also of color, they're pretty willing to hear things like this and, keep talking about it, keep having conversations about it. So it makes me pretty grateful that, although the town may not want to keep this a lively conversation, at least there are people who do want to keep talking about it, who do want to address it, and who do want to come to some sort of solution.
I guess everything I've thought about what's happened recently, it's been kind of bullshit. I think, everyone has a right to freedom of speech and everything, but when it comes to a point where it's like making others feel super unsafe and uncomfortable, then that's not okay and something needs to be done.
I don't like to be super political, but I don't like when people bring in their hatred and into friendly places where people are just gathering to have a good time, and there is no place for hate in situations like that.